All right, let's take a live look outside right now. Downtown Denver from our Coors Field camera, dark and early on your Monday morning. Today, we're warming up once again, staying dry, and we're going to see some haze later this afternoon, unfortunately. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Rose.
And I'm Erica Lopez in for Jordan Chavez this morning. And yeah, we saw that wildfire smoke yesterday too, Chris, but we're still riding on that Broncos win energy.
Yeah, there you go. Take the W there.
Right.
Broncos win yesterday, no doubt about it, and it still feels like summer. Yes, we're now through week 5 of the NFL season. Usually by now we're starting to get that kind of sweatshirt weather in the picture. Not so fast as Mother Nature. It still feels like summer out there. Right now over downtown Denver, things mostly on the calm side. We're in the mid-50s for us in Denver, a lot of 40s for us on the eastern plains, and a lot of 30s for us in the high country, but make no mistake about it, it's going to get warmer pretty quickly here as we head over the next few hours. We'll be in the mid-70s by noon and the low 80s by early to mid this afternoon. High temperature, 82 for today. Areas of wildfire smoke and mostly sunny for today. Probably the main weather impact for today will end up being that wildfire smoke. High temperatures for today running about 10 to 15 degrees above average for this time of year. For a bit of context, our average high for today is 69 degrees for us in Denver. In fact, today, the first day that we drop below 70 degrees on average of the season, but won't be anywhere close to that for today as we got a ridge of high pressure overhead. And that's how we get some smoke, unfortunately for us. That'll spill down from fires that are currently burning in Wyoming, and specifically it is the Elk and Pack Trail fires. You may have heard about those two big fires that are burning in Wyoming. The smoke from both of those will reach us here in eastern Colorado. So it's warm and dry, wildfire smoke. Next weekend, though, we could get a bit more of a meaningful cool down. I'll show you that in some more detail coming up here in just a couple minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you. Right now, we do want to check in on the drive. Live look here from our CDOT camera at I-70 and 270. Both sides of the interstate moving nicely. Our overpass moving nicely as well. Let's take you over to our map, kicking things off quiet on your Monday, so we'll take it. Travel time's looking great. We're in the green from Denver to Boulder on westbound Highway 36. Travel on westbound I-70 across town between E-470 and 76 will take about 13 minutes right now. And then your drive into Commerce City on westbound 76 in the green, no delays.
CPW is investigating the state's first bear attack of the year. On Thursday night, wildlife officers say a black bear and 3 cubs got inside a home in Lake City through a cracked sliding glass door. CPW says a 74-year-old man grabbed a chair and tried to guide the bears out the door, but the adult bear charged at him, knocking him into a wall and clawed at him. He suffered wounds to his head, neck, arms, abdomen, shoulder, and calf before he was able to escape to a bedroom. A responding deputy chased the bears out. Wildlife officers found the 4 bears near the man's house and killed them. CPW says the man suffered significant injuries but refused to be taken to a hospital.
Happening today, the Republican activists that put up racist signs along Colfax in Denver will be arraigned in court. Police issued Christopher Bali, who goes by the name Sabo, a citation for illegal postings last month. Bali is a self-described Republican street artist who was nationally prominent in some circles before his history of racist writing surfaced. The citation Bali received carries a maximum penalty of up to 300 days in jail and a fine of up to $999. Bali's arraignment is scheduled to start at 8 o'clock this morning.
A new cooperative in Edgewater is helping fight exploitation among immigrant workers. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon joins us live now. And Courtney, this co-op was created because they weren't being paid fairly.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Corey. Immigrant workers can be considered vulnerable because of language barriers, and because they're new here, they may not know what kind of pay is expected for the work that they do. To avoid being taken advantage of, a new organization called the Edgewater Cleaning Cooperative was formed. It's meant to fight back against labor exploitation in the cleaning industry. Program Director Maria Martinez says they found out a lot of people weren't getting paid what they were supposed to, not even minimum wage. She says companies or middlemen would negotiate on behalf of cleaners and later take the majority of their pay. Now workers will have more transparency.
Para ellos ha sido una experiencia extraordinaria, ya que están viendo los beneficios de poder ser dueños de sus propios negocios, de saber directamente cuánto se les está pagando por un servicio.
Right now, the cooperative has 6 members, and they're encouraging more workers to join. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll hear from one of those workers who's more hopeful for her future and her family's now. Live in Denver, Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
Courtney, thank you.
We are now less than a month away from Election Day. As we continue to count down the days, former President Donald Trump and Vice President Harris are ramping up their push to reach voters. On Sunday, former President Donald Trump held a rally in Wisconsin. He attacked the Biden-Harris administration's federal relief efforts in the wake of Hurricane Helene. He also encouraged his supporters to take advantage of early voting.
Meanwhile, today, the Harris-Walz campaign is bringing their Fighting for Reproductive Freedom bus tour to Denver. It's part of the campaign's effort to rally voters in Colorado. Headliners include Democrats Governor Jared Polis, Senator John Hickenlooper, Congresswoman Diana DeGette, and more. They're expected to speak about abortion rights that voters face in this election, including here in Colorado. It is not clear where exactly the bus will make the stop, but it is scheduled to get here around 11 this morning. The bus will also make a stop in Pueblo once the rally in Denver wraps up.
This week, former President Barack Obama will be on the campaign trail for Vice President Harris. Obama will address voters in the battleground state of Pennsylvania. Both Barack and Michelle endorsed Harris for president days after she launched her campaign in July. Harris and Obama's relationship spans 2 decades. The two first met when Obama was seeking election to the Senate in 2004.
A reminder that clerks will start mailing ballots to registered voters in Colorado this week. Then you have 2 weeks to return them by mail if that's how you choose to vote. If you miss the October 28th deadline, you'll need to drop your ballot off in a drop box or vote in person. Ballots are due by 7 p.m. on Election Day, November 5th.
The candidates in what looks to be Colorado's closest congressional race will take the debate stage here at 9 News. Tomorrow, Next presents the race for Congress, a debate between Democratic Congresswoman Yadira Caraveo and Republican challenger Gabe Evans. It's the only live debate in the race. It will air at 6 o'clock at night. You can watch it live on 9 News, and you can also stream it on 9 News Plus. Today marks 1 year since the October 7th attack on Israel. 1,200 people were killed and hundreds more were kidnapped by Hamas militants. In retaliation, Israel carried out devastating bombing campaigns. The Palestinian Ministry of Health says Israeli attacks over the past year have killed more than 41,000 people in Gaza, mostly women and children. And the war has displaced nearly the entire Gaza population. According to officials, security forces are on high alert across the country in anticipation of possible Palestinian attacks planned for the anniversary.
Protests are set to take place on college campuses because of the 1-year anniversary. In anticipation of those protests, Columbia University in New York City is increasing security. The school also will restrict gate access to its main campus today. Students at Columbia held protests for several weeks last spring. Pro-Palestinian demonstrators are demanding an end to the war in Gaza that Israel launched after Hamas's attack, and they want the university to divest any money it has invested in Israel. Meantime, Jewish students on campus are expected to show their support for Israel.